representing Gia's World. And y'all, if y'all know me, you know how much I love Usher and how I've been a fan for Usher since I was 2 years old, and how much I also like Michael Jackson. But this isn't even about MJ. This is about Usher. In recent news this week, so much stuff came out about this man. Okay, a couple of days ago, it was put out through court documentation that he infected a woman with herpes, and he did not disclose the fact that he had the herpes virus. So he had to pay over $2,000 in medical expenses for this woman that he infected with herpes. Then he had to settle out of court with a $1.1 million settlement to this woman that he infected. Fast forward to today, he's back in the news. This time around, another woman is coming out and saying that she had sex with Usher April 16th, but when they had sex, they did use condoms, use protection. But here's the thing, with herpes, you can use condoms and you cannot use condoms. Either way, you could still get it from skin to skin contact. So that's a negative. So even if she did use condoms with Usher, this new woman, she could still have contracted the disease. Now, she's saying that as of right now, she has tested negative for herpes. She's suing him for $10 million for the potential contact that she had with him, that she potentially could have contacted herpes. This is a couple of days after the bomb dropped about him infecting a woman with herpes back in 2012. Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. My thing is, why would you have sex with someone who has green stuff oozing from their private parts? That's disgusting. Number two, if you're going to have sex, I just still feel like you should be cautious with who you allow to have access to your body and who you allow to penetrate and everything else. And number three, safe sex is best sex, use protection. Because even though you're suing Usher and what he did was wrong, like granted, he should have disclosed his status and let people know that he had herpes. But then on the flip side, no one's going to protect you or love you like you're going to protect yourself and love yourself. So you should be using caution and protection with every single sexual partner, even if you're married. Because in the times that we're living in, let's just be real, you can't trust anybody out here. Now, this new woman that's suing for $10 million, what's crazy about this is the fact that he's married, he's married, and she's saying that they had sex twice, one April 16th this year, and then 12 days, almost 2 weeks later, so towards the end of April, they met up and had sex again. And it's just like, what is going on? And at this moment, Usher hasn't made a public statement or comment or press release or nothing. And when people try to get in touch with his publicists and his public relations people, they haven't responded yet either. And it's like, dude, your silence makes you appear guilty. I'm just gonna be honest. When you're quiet like that, it makes everyone look at you like, you know what, you did this. Okay, and then there's court documentation to prove that this actually took place in 2012. So it's like, how long are you going to be quiet? Because for people such as myself who are actual fans and been rocking with you since 1994, it's just kind of like, bro, and then this also, for me to get on my soapbox, this is why it's so important you know your status and you get tested, because there's a lot of sexually transmitted diseases, sexually transmitted infections that are 100% avoidable. You don't have to get an STD or an STI. You just need to take the proper precautions, use protection. And to me, masturbation saves lives, guys, because as you can see, when you get herpes, that's a lifetime. There's no cure for herpes. So you get that, and that's with you for life. So I just had to do a quick video. Like, I'm not talking about anything going on in Flint, but I'm just talking about your health, your sexual health, and for women, your reproductive health, because herpes can mess up your reproductive system. You know what I mean? And it's skin to skin contact. So you using condoms is not going to protect you from herpes. So y'all, once again, Usher, bro, what's good, man? Like, why are you doing this? And how come you haven't said anything? When are you going to address the public? When are you going to make an amends or an apology or give us your side of the story? Because at the moment, we're only hearing what the women have said about you. Okay? We haven't heard anything from Usher. He hasn't made a status, a Instagram post, and if you checked his Instagram, he's made it where you cannot leave comments on his new pictures. So I'm like, bro, at this moment, you just look guilty, and you need to say something. And then also, I feel bad for his current wife, and I feel bad for anybody that's dealing with this, because it's like, dude. But then on the flip side, I'm gonna keep saying this. I'm not having sex with someone, and I can visually see green stuff oozing out of their private parts. That's a red flag. I'm gonna go if I see some mess like that. But Usher, please, what's going on, bro? You need help, for real.